So the way I'm doing this is I'm collecting it in my poncho down here and bringing it over to the shelter, which you can see here. Bring it around the front. There we are, that's the front of it. And I'm just sticking it on there in handfuls. It's taking quite a while, but it's pretty much the only way I can do it. I've just come to take a little break because the rain's started to come down now quite heavily. There is thunder as well, so that's going to be fun. I'm also going to put on my over trousers because I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. And then I'll crack on. Now this probably goes without saying, but when making a natural shelter and picking up leaf litter off the floor, it's worth having a good pair of hard-wearing gloves. Now these are mechanics. I don't really have any others, so they're doing the job just fine. Not waterproof, but keep my hands nice and toasty as well. That's it. As you can probably hear, the rain is coming down quite hard now. So I think I'm just going to stop for a bit and hopefully it'll die off a bit. There was a huge crack of lightning and thunder just a minute ago. So just going to sit under my tarp for a bit, wait to see if I can wait any of it out. If it doesn't seem to be improving, I'll just keep going and hope for the best. Hope I don't get too wet. I do have my Gore-Tex on, so should stay pretty dry. So I thought I'd show you guys how far I've got so far. If you can see that in the background. Done about halfway on the initial layering. I was going to need a lot more, and I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I use pine or spruce or some sort of coniferous wood? And the truth is there is none anywhere in this woods. So I'm working with what I got. It's like a mixture of clematis, I think that is, and some spiky tree. I'm rubbish at identifying trees, but all there is in this woods is hazel, birch, and big old oak trees. So I'm working with what I got. Just thought I'd show you the inside. Just after that downpour, I thought I'd check and see how dry it is in here. And surprisingly, for the little amount of leaf litter I've got on there, it's quite dry. You can see, well, this is pretty much as damp as it was when I first got it. So I'm quite pleased with it. Let's crack on. I just recorded all this, but I didn't press record. But anyway, let me tell you again, for those of you who weren't listening, because I didn't press record. I just got it to a usable standard. It needs finishing, I know. If you come down here, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, there's quite a lot of sunlight coming through. Pretty good down here, looks like. There's a bit. But yeah, so I'm going to finish that off. It's stopped raining now, which was nice. And I'm then going to take down these bits, sticking out the top, because they're getting on my nerves and they look ugly. Maybe put a bit more along the tops here. Do that. The plan with this is, though, I thought I might as well tell you, is I'm going to make a bench inside. Nothing fancy, just 2 logs and some possibly hazel, because there's loads of it around here, sticks along the top, and put a fire reflector, which we got down there, and bring that all the way up to about here, and maybe make a tripod or possibly a pot hanger, so we can have somewhere nice to sit, stay warm, have a cup of tea, cook, stay dry as well, without the risk of melting tarps and things like that. And it would just be nice, and it's fun to make one. So yeah, right, just had an incident regarding the shelter. Yeah, this entire beam came down as I was sawing off one of these bits. I can't remember which one it was one down here. So the entire thing came down. The cordage, the withies I was using to hold it up, they just broke. And the weight of all the leaves and the poles on it, it's just too much and it's just collapsed. So I've put in a fork here to hold it now. I'm going to tie that up with some sort of withy again, just to keep it in place a little bit. I'm not expecting to hold the weight of it like I did before, because it doesn't work. So I'm going to attempt to fix this, pick up all the ribs of the shelter, push all the leaves and stuff like that back on, and we'll see. Wish me luck. So I put it back up, as you can see. It's shown me two things. One, I'm an idiot for using, well, I'm just an idiot, but also for using withies. Stupid idea, shouldn't have done it. But also, I need a lot more base layer, I guess you'd call it, to put along the top here. Because what it's done when it fell, and when I put it back up, is just shoved all the leaf litter from the top onto the lower half of it, which is actually quite good. It's a lot thicker down there. I feel more confident with that as it is now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to collect some more stuff to put along the top, and then I'm going to put more leaves on top, obviously, to finish it up, and hopefully should be done fairly soon, if it doesn't fall down again, which I don't think it will. I've got more withies here, and another pole. You can see over here, I've done the same, put a Y section in, just to force the main pole along to the trees. So I'll get cracking again. Minor setback, but oh well. So I've just got bored of putting leaves on top of the shelter, so I think I'm going to work on the bench now. My idea, no idea if this is going to work, but I'm going to get two quite big logs, if I can find any that's not totally rotten like that. Over there, that's totally dead. If I can find something like that, I'm going to put a few long pieces of hazel between the two, maybe three, one in the centre. I should have, in theory, quite a comfortable bed, or bench even. So I found a birch tree that's down, it's dead, it's not going anywhere. It's relatively solid, it's not crumbling, so that's alright. And I think I'm going to use it for the bench. Could take quite a while. To saw it up, I am using the Silky Super Excel 21, I think. Is it 21? Yeah, it's 21. It's probably going to take ages with just this. Hopefully not, but we'll see. So I finished the main bench part now. It's made out of hazel. It's quite springy, quite comfy actually. So now I'm just going to make some pegs to go in these corners here, so it stops this rolling outwards and this bit rolling that way. I'm going to make 4 of those and put one on each corner. Pretty standard. So I'm just making a peg. I've only got my knife with me. Would be easier for an axe. Here's my knife. There we are. Nothing pretty, does the job. Bloody RAF. Right, I think it's done, finally. Let me show you. Da 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 da, there it is, in all its glory. It's got a bench in there. Fully thatched, I guess you could say. Nearly. Good enough for today, I'm knackered. I used the offcuts from the hazel to finish off the thatching on top, so I could get plenty of leaves on here. Hopefully, next time I come out here, it'll still be standing. Might need a bit of patching up and a bit of work, but it should hold. Yeah, I'm going to go sit down because I've not had a proper sit down yet. There we go. It's probably could have done with making it a bit higher, maybe a bit deeper, but it's pretty good. I'm pleased with it. So that's it for me today. Glad I got it finished. Well, very close to finished. Yeah, I'm off home now. got a 4 mile hike ahead of me. See you in the next one.